Well, hello there again, everybody. Boyd back with you. Well, I made some great progress on the Enterprise today when I got home from work, and you can see in the shot here that I've got the pylons mounted on the nacelles mounted on top of the pylons, and that turned out really good. They've been on here for a little while drying, and you can see in the shot here, here's our purple grills. I'm really pleased with how that turned out. There's some light leaks right below that where the nacelle connects to the pylon. That's common on this model. And after that gets good and dry, I'll put some of my little canopy glue in there, and we'll get that squared away. A little glue in there and a little bit of touch up, and that'll be taken care of. There's a few light leaks on it here and there that are still going to be worked on, but you can see that our little lights are flashing everywhere. We've got the strobes here at the back that match the flash rate of the strobe here at the bridge, and we've also got our Raytheon lighting here that you can see. I'm really happy with how that looks. It's on both sides there, and we've got our little thruster ports there working at the back, and that's just all turned out really nice. And I'm shooting this with my old camera for two reasons. One, that it seems to handle the light a lot better than my other camera does when I change the lighting, and also it won't take 4 hours to upload it. I'll go back to the other camera when I get the final work done on this, and I'm still working on getting the focus to work right on that thing, but you can see that she's looking really good here. I'm going to turn off the light here now so you can see how everything looks in the dark. And wow, look at, there's our floodlight, and just really happy with everything. And you can see that it all just ties together really nice. Our profile looks really good here from the front, and you can see our flood lamps working. And down here in the bottom, our forward spotlights are lighting up nice and bright. She looks like she's just coming right out of the movie at you. I really like that. And our effects work really good here. Let's push the button. You'll see the deflector and the crystal both turn to blue. And that came out really nice. And then of course when we do that, our impulse engines here fade out at the back. And just really happy with it. Here you can see the Raytheon effect. If you look really closely at that, it turned out really nice. I'm happy with it because I was kind of worried that with all the paint, I'm projecting that from behind. And if you look closely at it, you can still see the Aztecs and everything on the surface there. So it really gives the illusion of the light being, shined onto the outside of this thing instead of coming through the inside. And I just had to do that. It's just part of the way the ship looked, and I wanted to try to capture that. But you can see everything's just looking really cool on this thing now. And here's a shot of the shuttle bay, the obligatory shot. You guys always seem to ask for this, so there's the shuttle bay again, and everything's working really good on that. You can see our grills are looking nice and sharp. What I did to that too is I put some resistors in there. I'm running this at 9 volts, and they were just a little bit too bright, the strip lighting in there, so I put some resistors in that, and that brought those right down, and so they weren't glaring too much, and they blend in really nicely with the rest of the model. I've got this little switch here on the side that I can turn these off and on when I want to, and so that's pretty cool. So I'm really happy with it. What I've got to do next, I'll go ahead and kick the light back on here. What I've got to do next is I've got to come back, and you can see I've got my putty on the edges of the saucer here, so I'll be coming back tomorrow and getting all that sanded up and cleaned it up and making sure there's nothing blocked, none of the windows or none of the little thruster ports or anything. Then I'll airbrush some paint back on that and get that all cleaned up. We've got to do the back around the neck here. I had to seal some light leaks and fix that area, and then we'll repaint all that. And I finally glued the deflector housing on, and that decal will now get put on, and I'll go back and make sure that everything is, all our little light leaks are fixed up and everything, and then we're going to start putting on all the detail decals that go on this, which there are a bunch, and that's going to make it a whole lot more detailed, and it's going to look a lot more, familiar. But I'm pretty happy with how it's looking already, and I just want to see if I can catch some of the lighting on these Aztecs for you here. They're the colors come through if the light hits them just the right way. There's blue, there's gold, there's green, there's all kinds of colors in those. And you can maybe see a little bit, there's a little bit of red in there, here and there. And so I'm really pleased with that. And that represents just hours and hours and hours of work. I'm getting a lot of requests for a build of this model from clients, and I'm just going to say that if I do one for a client, it's going to be expensive because of the time that goes into it, and it's going to be a while before I'm going to be in the mood to build another one of these. I've got several other projects that are lined up, and I've got to build the original series Enterprise for a client as soon as I'm done with this one in 350 scale, and then a couple other kits that I've been wanting to get to for a long time. I'm going to be working on this Vorcha class Klingon cruiser next, and a couple other ones that I've got lined up. So just for those of you that have been asking about the refit, and some of you are kind of shocked when I tell you the price on it, but you have to realize that there's just hours and hours and hours of work, and the paint for this model is very expensive as well, and the lighting, and it's not something you're gonna, it's not something you're gonna get in a week or two either. It's going to take several months to build it. But I appreciate the inquiries, and I've got a couple guys out there that say they're willing to wait, so we'll see how things go down the road. But anyway, guys, this is the update for today. I'm really happy. Like I said, getting those nacelles on there is a big step, and so that's gonna be a nice notch to get out of the way here and get things moving back along. And I'm really confident that by this weekend, I really will have this thing wrapped up. I'll point out here too that I've started cutting these little ports out here in the center, and I'm going to put some lenses in there just to throw a little bit of light on the bottom side of the model from the base. The base still has to be painted on the bottom, and there's a couple light leaks on that too. And we'll get all that tidied up. There's just a lot of tiny little tidying up things to do on the model still, and it'll all get tied together. But there's a good shot of the bottom again. And okay, guys, well, one thing I got to do before we close out here, I love firing these photon torpedoes. So here we go, guys. One more blast. All right, everybody. Take care out there. Happy modeling, and we'll catch up to you again in a couple of days here.